Hi friends, so I just want to put on some makeup today and have you involved in my conversation. Just kind of want to share thoughts as I am putting makeup on and really, just let the Lord guide my speech and my conversation here with you, and just that it would be encouraging and that you would be ready to just start the day loving the Lord. And so I got to spend time in the Word today, which was always awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my makeup because I do need to do that so I could, because I will start working soon. So put on some concealer, and all my makeup is natural. I don't use any toxic makeup. You wanna make sure that you are using good makeup that is non-toxic. So this just kind of brightens up my eyes a little bit. So that's kind of the trick here. I think makeup is something like remembering that it's not our identity as to like how we look and what we do, but our identity is in Christ alone, and He defines who we are. He defines our beauty. He defines all things. And so, yep, we can be content in who God made us to be and our features and how we look and everything, because I think that's one of the things that most of us can struggle with at one point or another. I think everybody probably goes through that. And so, it's one of those things that you just want to remember truth, because the truth is what sets us free. So anyways, I'm using Beauty Counter's concealer, and then I'm using Beauty Counter's Twin Skin on my face. Okay. And so this goes on really nice because it's not a heavy concealer, which I like. I don't like really heavy concealers. I think like if there is any skin issues, we have to look at what's going on inside, right? So as a health coach, that's what I do with helping people detox the body, because a lot of times it's toxins in the body. They're just that are coming out in our skin. And so you'll see acne and you'll see really bad skin, and it's usually because our livers are probably suffering, really toxic, the food we eat, the chemicals we've been exposed to, all that stuff. So that causes a lot of issues. And so you want to fix inside what's inside, not necessarily just pack it on with makeup. So I'd say look into what is going on inside. If you are needing help there, I am more than happy to help. And I am taking on clients, so you're more than happy to contact me and schedule a 15-minute discovery call, and we can always also schedule another call if we're a really good fit. So anyways, we're gonna do some Well People. Well People's another clean brand. It's affordable. So Well People is affordable. Beauty Counter is pretty expensive, but there's certain things I'll get from Beauty Counter because I like it. I am gonna try Well People's foundation next because I do wanna see like what they have. Now the bad thing with Beauty Counter recently is that they are revamping some things. They had sold their company, and well, the person that bought the company brought it into bankruptcy. So yikes, that really stinks. But so Greg Renfrew, who is the founder and now owner again of Beauty Counter, is going to revamp things up. And so that's what they're doing. But meanwhile, that's not a lot of foundation right there. So I'm probably gonna need some more foundation. Anyways, we're gonna so I put some of this all over my face, but then I get some with my finger because my eyelids tend to be on the oilier side. I put some on my eyelids, okay? And I also put some on underneath my eyelids, and I do use, this helps with the liquid eyeliner and with the pencil eyeliner that I use, okay? Okay, you don't want to pull at the skin too much because this skin is a lot more thin and you can get wrinkles if you're constantly pulling. So that's one thing that I try to be mindful about. And I wear sunblock every day. I just started trying out Mad Hippie. And I know they're clean and I know like all that stuff, but I was using Beauty Counter at one point. I was using like different things at one point. And now, oh my gosh, I'm actually really liking Mad Hippie. And then I'm using Honest Beauty like moisturizer, which I am liking as well. It's really great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my bronzer. And this one is from Beauty Counter, but look up Well People's, and I'll leave a link in my description below so that you guys know where to find these things. But Well People has a beautiful bronzer and really good reviews on it. So that's what I'm gonna try next. But because I don't go through makeup fast enough, well, it takes me a bit to get through makeup. So I do get ready now every day because I'm constantly on meetings. When I used to do my own business alone and just like have my own personal clients on certain days of the week, I wouldn't always do my makeup. I would do very little and that's it. But now I do my makeup every day basically. So I put it on these areas because I want it to kind of just give me some definition there. And because I wear makeup, my skin tends to be a little bit lighter because I don't get a lot of sun on my face. But that's okay. I honestly would prefer not to get wrinkles on my face too early on because that's what can happen with the sun. The sun is great for your skin. It's really good for you. It's got vitamin D. It helps us to synthesize vitamin D. But too much sun on the face, on this area that we're more sensitive to, you're going to like get wrinkles or sunspots or little things like that. So I'll get sun on my skin on my body, like my arms and legs and stuff like that. But yeah, not my face. I'd rather just not. And so I'm just gonna dig here for my brush. Okay, so I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. Okay, this is Beauty Counter as well. This is a lot. The thing is, because Beauty Counter is no longer, right now you can't buy anything, I would say go to Well People. Well People has like these type of colors and I'm really excited to try them out. I can actually do a whole review on some of their makeup to see how well it kind of fits with the Beauty Counter stuff. So I'm just gonna do a little bit just like of the browns, and I kind of start in this corner here, just kind of add that shade. I have hooded eyes, so I bring it up to kind of awaken or bring up the eye a little bit, like that brow. Okay, so you can tell, kind of like, whoop, brought it up. Pretty crazy, right? What makeup can do, my goodness. But it's also the danger of like really relying on it. And as believers, like as a Christian, we don't want that to be our identity. It's good to get ready. Like I love getting ready. I love being able to go to I love getting ready. I think it's really fun. I find it fun, but I also know that it can be so easy to fall into that temptation of not wanting to show up with your bare face in public kind of thing. So yeah, I think we all go through that. All right, but let's put on instead the righteousness of Christ, remembering that today, remembering who our Lord is and just what he does for us and who he is and who we are in him. I was reading in Ephesians today about the armor of God. So good. So my morning routine is to be in the Word every morning. I'm in the Word daily. That's my non-negotiable. That's my time that I get to fellowship with the Lord. And that's like, when we look at it that way, where we get to fellowship with our Lord, like it's amazing we have amazing times in the Word when we can look at it that way. So being in the Word, looking at it in that way where we can know, God, I get to spend time with you. And even when you don't want to, remind yourself of that truth. I love spending time with my Lord. So it's just, man, he has changed my heart so much in so many ways. So, okay. Eyeliner on top. It's just liquid eyeliner. Oh, this is from Zuzu Luxe. I love this stuff. It does not smear. It goes on very nice. It is a little hard to control this little thing, the brush a bit. It's a little challenging for me. I don't know. I have tried Well People's eyeliner, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I felt like it smeared, but it had a great brush applicator. This one, it's a challenge, but the formula is great. So I'm just gonna let it be, you know? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, so quite the same, right? And so what I do with my fingers is, because my eyelashes are pretty long, I just, I lightly just go over it to take off any of the eyeliner, because I notice that if it has eyeliner on there, what happens is when I apply mascara, it flakes. And I don't want flaking. So I'm gonna get my eyelash curler here. Okay. And we're just gonna, okay, eyelash curler. All right, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes. And I start from the bottom and I kind of just go up. I just, okay, just like a little smiley face on your eyelashes. And then here in Texas, we've got humidity. So what I do is I'll just press a little bit more at the bottom, a little stronger. You don't have to do this if you're in California, but it makes a big difference. I mean, if you can see that, right? It makes a difference curling the lashes. So let's go ahead and curl that next side. Yeah, in California, my lashes used to say curled and good, and here in this humidity, it is a little bit more challenging. We don't have like crazy humidity right now, but that light humidity is enough to kind of just whoop, wear on my lashes. That's okay though. You just do what you gotta do and you get used to it, you know? You can't really do much about it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my eyeliner, my pencil eyeliner. And so I do waterline. So I'll do the waterline here, okay, at the very, very top. Whoops, I just went up here. I kind of like having dark eyes. Sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I don't, sometimes I'll just do mascara. It really just depends what I'm in the mood for. You can see how it kind of made it a little bit darker. Now you could leave it like this. I've left it like this in the past. You can also just go down here and do a little bit here underneath the lash. So that's what it looks like when you do underneath the lash. I feel like for me, it just looks a little bit better. Alrighty. Okay, and now I'm gonna do on the waterline, just right there at the very edge okay? And so now I'm gonna do this side, but you can see the difference. So it really depends on what look you're going for. And I guess what you're in the mood for, because sometimes I'm not in the mood to do this. Sometimes I just do something really, really fast. And so next, I use Pacifica mascara. I'm gonna try out Well People's mascara. I don't know, I don't think I have tried it out. I like Pacifica, but I don't like it when it's new. When it's new, it's a little too thin of a formula for me. But once it gets older, like it is right now, the formula is awesome. So when it's new, what I'll do is I try to just let it dry a little bit, let the formula dry a bit instead of it being so watery. Okay, so I go from the very edge and I go up. Okay, okay. So now we're gonna do the bottom, and you could leave it just like this. I sometimes do. There's many ways I do my makeup. Sometimes it's just whatever I am in the mood for at the moment. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can see that difference there, right? So it's looking a little more fuller. I forgot to do my blush, but we'll do blush here soon. Okay, starting at the bottom. You just want to gently go up. You want those lashes to really get into that mascara on the wand. Okay. Okay. And I kind of tend to go outwards with my eyelashes. Sometimes I'll go inwards where it kind of brings them in more. So, you know, you can see there like how that looks, right? Okay. So now eyebrows are like faded in the background and we're gonna work on those. So let's do some blush really quick. Okay, there's a few. I prefer a powdered blush. But today I'm gonna do, I actually really like this Beauty Counter's, again, Beauty Counter. It is the Cheeky Clean Cream Blush, and it's in cider. But there is one that's similar to this, and it looks like this in with Well People, which is still why I wanna try these things from Well People, because it could be a replacement for Beauty Counter. I mean, who knows what's gonna end up happening. They are supposed to come back at the end of the year or beginning of next year or something. So we'll see what happens. But that's, you know, that's kind of what it looks like there. I probably put a little too much. Kind of have to blend it in a little bit more. And it is a cream, but I do like it. It's really pretty. I put a little bit on my nose, and I do a little bit up here. Just kind of giving it that natural type of look. And so smiling makes it easier to put on. But we also can smile because the Lord is so good. And, you know, we have another new day to live, and He gives us a new day to live for Him. How can we love God? How can we love others? You know, it's kind of the question that I tend to ask myself on a daily basis is, how can I love the Lord more? How can I love others more? And how can I, you know, show up to glorify God? And really to just be a blessing to others, you know? As a health coach, like, it can be really easy sometimes to get overwhelmed. You know, currently I've got about 80 clients that I'm working with. And so it is, it can be overwhelming at times. And, but I also am so thankful for it, and just see how God uses me, and He always helps me to show up in a right way instead of like in this wrong mentality where I'm like, it's about me, because it's not about us, guys. It's about the Lord. And so we got to remember that, right? Okay, I'm going to bring this mirror closer over here. See, well, actually, I'll go closer to the mirror so you can see. It's going to draw here. But yeah, we want to show up with the right heart and a right attitude. And because when we do, we're able to honor God with it, but we're able to love others so well. And really only the Lord can help us to love others in the way, like in that selfless way where Jesus Christ, just like Jesus Christ has loved us, you know, that sacrificial love that he gives us and that he shows us. I just always pray that God would be my hands and feet, and or that I would be his hands and feet in this world, and that he would be magnified and glorified. And so it's you know, that's one thing where I want to love God above all things, and I want to love others well. But those are the two greatest commandments, right? That's what God wants us to do. He wants us to love others. He wants us to love him and to love others. And so, anyways, that, you can tell, like, it's such a huge difference. It kind of just, like, brings the whole face together. This, like, you know. So, anyways, it's kind of fun how makeup works, but we're just going to fill it in, and I kind of like it to look as natural as possible. I've had a very hard time finding good eyebrow stuff. I do like this. This is like a powder. This is a powder, actually. It looks like this, and it's from, oh my gosh, where's the name? Okay, I'm going to link it down below. I bought it on Amazon. It's like, I think it might be like a little mom and pop shop kind of thing. Because, but it is natural, it is organic. I just can't remember the name. And it doesn't even say it on here, which, not good packaging if you're trying to get business and you don't have your name on there, because I threw away the little box it came in. But anyways, I will find that out in my history on Amazon. So anyways, I don't know, how are you guys? What do you guys do, like, to spend time with the Lord? How has your time in the Word been? How do you guys need prayer? You know, leave that in the comments. I would love to be praying for you guys. Really, my joy and goal on this earth, and really my purpose, is to truly just love on others. And I love discipling other people. And God has definitely helped that as well with my health coaching business. And I am starting to take on my own clients again, so that's exciting. I love that I can personally work with my clients one-on-one instead of, like, I love the Pompa program. I love it. I think it's a great program. I think it's great what we do. I love the company. I get to learn from Dr. Pompa, guys. Like, we do some training calls that are amazing. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I love it. I'm so thankful for it. Like, we have the best health coaches in this program. They're amazing. I mean, they're so knowledgeable. Like, we've got people who are just so knowledgeable. And it's crazy because I was already doing something similar to this before. But I was using different products, but I was still detoxing the body down to the cell and helping to get to the root cause of the issues, of chronic health issues. And, you know, and I had been learning from Dr. Pompa back in 2012, so it's been awesome. But I am excited to just work with my own clients. Currently, I do have a client that I'm working with, personal client, and it's really nice, like, to be able to personalize everything again, because that's the thing, like, some people, when they come to us, are really, really sick. So you can't start everybody on the same way. And it's, although we can personalize some, it doesn't personalize everything. And so some people, like, it's just going to benefit them more to work with somebody one-on-one. You know, usually with my clients, I like to meet, like, the first 4 weeks, we're meeting every single week, because, you know, it's like you really need that hand-holding time at that point, and not just like, oh, okay, I have this program that I can follow, which is great. But there's times where you really need that hand-holding time, and really getting, like, the diet right, getting, like, okay, what's going on? What's in my toxic bucket, right? What's going on in my body? What are these toxins that are filling my bucket? So I just love that I get to do that on a personal level. And yeah, so it's really awesome. And then I start going every other week. So I love that I can do that as well, that I could do every other week with my own personal clients, and we can continue to see like, okay, what do we want to do here? All right, what progress do we need to make? You know, all these things. So it is awesome. I'm very thankful for it, and I'm thankful for just everything. The Lord is so good. He writes our stories so perfectly. Like, I would have never thought that I would be here as a health coach today. And so I'm 36, but my journey started back at 18. And it's just really amazing how I wasn't even into health at one point. Now I did change at 18. I did start realizing that I was not feeling the greatest, but I had gained weight. And that's where my health journey did start. But really getting into this type of holistic health that I'm in now, that was more of like later on that I did that, where it was like, I was already learning a lot of things, eating healthy and all that stuff, and realizing that food had a lot to do with how we felt. And later on, I just kind of asked myself, like, what's going on? Why are people having all these like autoimmune conditions, the GI issues? And the thing is, I had friends that were asking me. I was the go-to person for health. Like, I had became the go-to person for health. And so I was like, sometimes I was just stumped. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why people are having these issues. So I just dove deep into this, and I wanted to know, why are people having these issues? Like, this is crazy. We shouldn't be having these issues. These issues weren't happening back in our grandparents' days or like great-grandparents' days. Like, what's going on? What's different? You know, you find out about food, the toxic food, all these things, the toxicity. And as the more I listened to, the more I was like, oh my gosh, it is toxicity at the core. Like, I'm positive, like, it's inflammation, but what's under inflammation? Toxicity. And so when I heard Dr. Pompa speak, it was like, yes, that's exactly what it is. I was just like, yes, exactly. It's toxicity. And since then, I mean, I just wanted to help people. Like, that was like other people's pain. Like, I feel people's pain very strongly, and I wanted to be the one who could bring some answers, because it made me really sad that I couldn't bring answers, or that others couldn't bring answers to them and they felt hopeless. So that was like, you know, it was hard getting that phone call and them saying like, hey, do you know what to do here? And it's like, no, I don't, you know. But then once I started learning, I was able to educate them, and there was hope again, and there was this sense of like, oh my gosh, Lord, you're using me in such a beautiful way. Like, this is amazing. So anyways, the Lord has been so good in guiding my path to be a health coach. And really, the knowledge I have now, it is all the Lord's glory. Like, it is all Him. He has allowed it. He is so good. And really, I'm so thankful, because He's the one who guides and directs our steps. So if you're feeling kind of in that place where you're like, I don't even know what to do with my life, I don't know why I'm doing something or whatever, you know, just know God has a plan in all things. He is totally sovereignly in control of your situation. Pursue self-discipline, pursue self-control, pursue working on things like work. Don't be lazy. Do the things that you need to do, because the Bible tells us not to be lazy. Pursue the Lord. Ask Him what He wants you to do, and have Him guide you. That's the thing where you want to trust the Lord, and we want to trust the Lord in all things, because He is so faithful to intricately work everything together. So I'm going to leave you guys with this verse, Romans 8:28 and 29. God works all things out for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose, so that we may be conformed to the image of Jesus Christ. And that is what the Lord does. He conforms us to the image of Jesus Christ. He makes us and molds us and shapes us. And even though it hurts in the process, it is for good, friends. It is for good. I've been a Christian since 14. I have seen that it is for good, and I have suffered a lot, and maybe I will tell my story one day, but not right now. So just know God is always working for good for his children, okay? If you love him, if you follow him, be in his word, renew your mind daily, and go to him, okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was kind of a chatty time, and I hope you guys had fun. I mean, let me know in the comments if you even like these kind of videos. I am happy to bring whatever videos you want, but I do want to be authentic, and I don't want to just make certain videos that I'm not going to be authentic in. So, let's finish off really quick. There is, now this is beauty counter again. Sorry, guys. This lip gloss here. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to put this lip gloss on. Okay. All right, and this finishes the look. So that is what it looks like, and you got my little, you know, I don't have as much hair there. That's okay. That's the way God made me. It is what it is, you know? I can't do anything about it, and that's okay. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Go be a blessing, and subscribe if you do like this. I am a health coach. I work with people with chronic fatigue, chronic health issues, and would love to have a chat with you if you are needing help. But subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye with my little fingers.